Hi Bougie Frugals. Alastin Regenerating Skin Nectar with Trihex technology. What a beautiful name of a product. It sounds like some regenerating serum with the power of science behind it. But does the product live up to its phonetically pleasing name? While we get into this together, I hope I earn you subscribing to my channel today, and I also hope you find this video helpful. I started using the Alastin Skin Nectar in August of 2022, so I've been using it for a full 6 months now. My dermatologist highly recommended it, mostly for scar healing and prevention. So like a good little patient, I ran straight home to order it. Which brings me to the craziest thing about this product, the price. Because it's pricey, or if you're fancy, pricey. I joke to mask the trauma of actually opening my wallet and spending $184 for this 1 ounce of product. I'm not kidding. They made the per ounce price math for us very simple. Apparently, an ounce of this is worth at least $184 because I purchased this off of Amazon, but if you actually go to the Alastin website, it's $199. So with its very expensive price tag and the recommendation from the dermatologist, I had to like it, right? Well, after reflecting of 6 months of using it, spoiler alert, no, I didn't like it. But let me explain. So it's mostly recommended when you have a treatment to complement, such as skin rejuvenating procedures like lasers, microneedling, IPL, or even facial surgeries. But obviously you can also use it to try to reap those benefits without having a procedure done, which is what my dermatologist recommended for. But also, side note, if you guys have ever seen my Kenzie video, you'll know that I do have a Kenzie at home and that I do IPL treatments on my face. So it's supposed to work with the skin to help clear out damaged elastin and collagen and to support the natural ability to produce new healthy collagen. And for those reasons, it's supposed to help with anti-aging as well. As I mentioned, if you use it after cosmetic procedures, it's supposed to speed up the healing. It's supposed to help your skin feel silky, nourished, and also strengthen that skin barrier. Peptides are incorporated into the ingredients. It provides antioxidant protection. It's not supposed to clog pores and can be used on all skin types. So at the end of the day, it's supposed to help with your skin appearance, skin texture, healing, and collagen. So wrapped up in a little bow, it is supposed to be a nice anti-aging product to add to your skincare routine. When you look at the ingredient list, it is very long and it does have a ton of unpronounceable words to the average bougie frugal. Some of the key ingredients that I was actually impressed with, though, were that it does have an olive leaf extract, it does have Arnica montana extract, it does have a number of peptides and squalene. So those are some of the key ingredients that I actually liked in the product. Its suggested use is to take 1 or 2 pumps and apply it in the morning and in the evening. And just for some background, that is how I used it for the first whole month of having it. I used it morning and evening, usually 2 pumps. But since then, I've only been using it sporadically, maybe once or twice a week. But as I spoiled earlier in the video, I'm not really a fan of it. That's because it has a very silicone-y, thick texture, and it just kind of sits on top of the skin. It feels more like a pore filling primer than anything. In the whole first month of using this, I just kept thinking that it just felt like a drugstore pore filling primer. Think like a Maybelline or an e.l.f. pore filling primer, which you can get at the drugstore for $10 or something like that. And yes, I am gonna try to hold this up in my video as long as I can, as much as I can, because it cost me almost $200 for this thing, so it might as well do some work and provide some visual intrigue during the video. For that price, it might as well go make me a cup of coffee while it's at it too. But I kept thinking in that first month, like, I wonder why? Why does this feel just like a silicone pore filling primer? Because of course, when my dermatologist recommended this to me, I didn't first do my own research. I just went home and bought it without doing any of my own thinking. So I finally looked up the ingredients, and sure enough, one of the ingredients higher up on the list is dimethicone, which, as you guys probably know, is one of the main ingredients in pore filling primers as well. So it less felt like skincare and more felt like a part of my makeup routine. But who cares about all that if it was actually doing what it claimed to do? But I didn't really notice a difference when I started using it. I didn't notice any of my scars healing. I didn't really notice a change in my skin, except that it started to break me out. And I don't know if that's the dimethicone's doing, because dimethicone is a pore filler and it is known to clog your pores. So I don't know if that's why, but I had to stop using it every day after a month because it was just breaking me out way too much. I wasn't seeing the benefits that it promised, and on top of that, it was clogging my pores and giving me acne. It is a little disappointing because I just kind of noticed that with a lot of these skincare products, they put a lot of really great ingredients, but then mix in some ingredients that I personally am not a fan of. So needless to say, I'm not a fan of the dimethicone that's in there. I'm also not a fan that they put soybean oil in the product. I'm not a fan that they put propylene carbonate, which is a propylene glycol derivative. It's like a petroleum product. I'm not a fan of some of those ingredients, which is a shame because they did incorporate some really good ingredients in there, but just the fact that they're paired with some of these didn't really agree with me or what I usually like to use as my skincare. If you guys checked out my snail mucin video, you kind of have a feel of what I prefer to use as skincare. I just like to use something that has a very simple ingredient or two in it, like a vitamin E oil or a jojoba oil or argan oil, something of that nature, something very simple with not a lot of ingredients. That way I actually know what's in the product and I can pronounce everything, but also if I see my skin reacting negatively, it's very easy to determine what to take out and what I need to add back into the skincare routine. However, I must be in the minority with this opinion because it has pretty great reviews on Amazon. It has a 4.8 rating out of 5. It only has 60 reviews on Amazon, but that's probably because it's so expensive. Not everyone is out there buying it, but the reviews are really raving about the product and people seem to really like it. I've seen some complaints that the bottle is too small, which of course, I would agree with that, but it doesn't mean that they didn't like the product itself. They seem to be getting great results, so I don't know if it's just me, but people seem to really like it. It also has really great reviews on the Alastin website, which doesn't shock me because they only probably post the positive reviews, but the reviews that are on their website are really great. People say it feels great on their skin, it helps the treatments that they're going through, any microneedling, and they've seen positive results. So take my review with a grain of salt because it appears that I'm in the minority. I just think it's an overpriced, pore-filling primer. It just feels like a silicone-based makeup product. What I'm more interested in is to know whether any of you, like real people out there, have tried it. Have you paired it with any cosmetic procedures, any surgeries, any scars that you've had? Have you had any positive experience with this, or do you kind of align with my view on it? Either way, comment, like, subscribe, and until next time, off I go.
Very well, thanks for dropping by. Off you go.